Hello and welcome to my basic tutorial for students on how to use Prezi, the Zooming presentation editor. You can find Prezi online at prezi.com. To be able to make a Prezi, you have to sign up and create an account. When you sign up for Prezi, there are 3 different licenses that you can sign up for. The most basic license is free to everyone. If you are a student or a teacher, there are special licenses with extra features available just for you. The free EduEnjoy license is the one I will be showing you in this tutorial. As a student, it gives you a few more options to use on Prezi, and it gives you an additional 400 megabytes of space over the original public free version. To be able to use the educational account, you have to sign up with the email that you received from your educational institution. This email will be what you use to log into Prezi. After you complete the rest of the required information, you'll be ready to create Prezi presentations. After you log into Prezi, you'll end up on the Your Prezis page. This is where you can see all the Prezis you have created and choose to view or edit them if you wish. There are also other tabs that help you learn about Prezi, and you can explore and see other Prezis that other people have made. To create a new Prezi, you just click on the New Prezi button. In the box that pops up, you can write in the title and description of the Prezi you want to create. You can change this later, so don't worry about making it perfect right now. Then click on the New Prezi button to create your new Prezi. A box will pop up with 6 different templates that you can use for your Prezi. To view one of the templates, just click on it and select the Preview button. If you want to use the template, just click the Start Editing button. For this tutorial, I'm going to start with the blank page. When you choose your template, a short tutorial pops up teaching you some of the very basic steps in Prezi. I will quickly show it to you now. Here it shows you that you can drag the background. It wants you to find the picture on the right. Now it wants you to zoom in to find out what's in this blue circle. On Prezi, you use the side buttons to zoom in. Now I want to show you how text works in Prezi. You can drag the words into the correct spots. To make things smaller or larger, a wheel pops up, which I will show you more about later, to make things larger or smaller. In Prezi, you create something known as a path to show how your Prezi will move. By clicking on each item, it shows how your Prezi will show. You click the Show Prezi button. It follows along the path that you have chosen. That was a good tutorial, but it was a bit basic. I will be going into a bit more detail than that. The blank Prezi starts with a block of text that says click anywhere to add an idea. You can click anywhere and the cursor will show up. where you can type. But first I'm going to show you how to zoom in and out of your Prezi. There are the buttons on the side to zoom in and out, but you can also use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out of the Prezi. Now I don't want this click anywhere and add an idea block of text in the middle of my Prezi, so I'll show you what I can do with it. I can click on it and I can move it. See, this is the wheel I showed you before that popped up in the small tutorial. I can use it and move this anywhere. Or I can just hit the delete button and it goes away. Now to add your own text, like before, you just click anywhere on the screen and start typing. A text box will appear with options for you to change how you want your text to look. There's these three buttons at the bottom that say title, title in italics, and body, which can change how your text looks. There's other options that I will show you later to change those. For right now, I will show you the basics. If you highlight, you can change the color of the font, if it has bullets or not, or how you want your text aligned. When you're done with that, you just select OK. Now if you want to move your text, you just click on the text. You can see when I hover over it that a shadow comes up showing me that I'm hovering over this text. You just hold down your mouse and you move it wherever you want. If you want the text larger or smaller, just click once on it and the wheel we showed you before pops up. You can click one of the inside wheel and hold down and drag in and out to make your text smaller or larger. Or you can click the minus or the plus buttons to change the size of your text. Now if you don't like how the way your text looks and you want it to say at a different angle, there's this straight line around the outside of your text. If you just click on it and hold down, you can change the way your text is aligned. If you want to re-edit your text, you can either double click or click on the little pencil on the wheel. Now say you want to add more text, but you want to make sure it's the same size as the text you already have. I'll show you how to do that. Now you just click on the text till the option wheel comes up. Move it wherever you want, then you click on the inside wheel and drag. When the text becomes the same size as your other text, the other text will flash. This is how you know that that text is the same size as the other text. On the left side of your page, there are more options you can use to make your Prezi. I'm going to show you how to use a frame. There are 4 different kinds of frames: hidden, circular, square bracket, and a rounded rectangular frame. You just click on one of the frames and drag it around the item you want to frame. If you use a hidden frame, it won't show up when you play the Prezi. Now, like the text, you can click on the frames and move them at any angle you want. You see how when I move it, the text highlights showing me that it's at the same angle as that text. I can also click on the outside edge of the frame on the corners to make it smaller or larger on one side or the other. Now when you make a frame, it will attach itself to the text that it's over. So if you click directly on the frame, it'll move it. You can move the text by itself by clicking directly on the text, But if you click on the frame, it'll move everything. Now I'm going to click on my screen and drag to move what I'm working on in the middle. I'm going to show you how to add a circular frame. Same as adding all the other ones, you just drag it out. And when you get it, you just click on it and move it wherever you want. I think I want it bigger. I'm just going to grab the middle circle and make it bigger. Now if I use my mouse wheel to zoom out, or the buttons, I can see everything again. Now that's pretty much the basic for the frames, but I'll show you what you can do with them more later when I show you how to do the paths. Next, I'll show you how to insert a shape. They have arrows and lines and just plain squares and circles and triangles. I'll add an arrow, I think. You just click on it and drag wherever you want. You can also freehand drag. So you could draw if you wanted to. Or you can highlight. Anywhere you want. Now if you don't like something, like I think that's kind of silly, just click on it, and you can just hit the delete button, and it goes away. Now later on I'll show you how to change the color of the background, and the frames, and all of the additions that you can add to your Prezi. Right now I'm just showing you what you can put in it. To get back to the main menu over here, you just click the little arrow to go back. And I'll show you here, under the insert, how to insert an image. To insert an image, you just click image, and a box will pop up, and you can get the image from the web, or you can select a file from your computer. You just click on it and open, and it will load to your Prezi. And like the other items, you just click on it, and it too has a wheel. You can make it larger or smaller. You can change its angle. Just click on it and move it wherever you want. You can actually add videos into the Prezi. Click on Insert. You can choose a video file from your computer, or you can add a YouTube video. You just find the link for the video that you want and add it in and click Insert. The video will load into your Prezi. Like everything else, if you double click, it brings up a wheel where you can make it larger or smaller. You can rotate it, and you can move it wherever you want. Now I'll show you how to change the theme or color of your Prezi. You saw when you added text that there was an option on the text to change the color, and I told you I would tell you about these three buttons underneath. I'll show you that right now. If you click on Colors and Fonts over here on the option wheel, you come up with a whole bunch of different themes that you can choose from. If you click on the theme, it'll change your Prezi to that theme. If you don't like any of the themes that you see here, you can use the Theme Wizard. Theme Wizard lets you choose the different colors for the different titles and other options in your Prezi. you choose the color of the background. You can click Next. You can choose the color of the titles. Now this is where those three buttons I showed you before underneath the text box come into play. That Title 1, Title 2, and Body, here you can change the type of font you want them to be. So when you're making your font and you click on one of either Title 1, Title 2, or Body, they'll change to that style of font. On this page, you can change the color of the circle frame, the bracket frame and rectangular frame, the line or arrow, and the marker. When you have everything, you can click Done. Or if you want to get a bit more technical, you can click Manual and add in all the colors you want manually by putting in their red, green, and blue levels. For this, I'm just going to stick to the wizard. Now you see that my Prezi has changed to the colors that I chose in the wizard. Now I'm not very fond of that highlighting, so I'm just going to delete that option. Now if you want to see what your Prezi looks like without all these lines, you can hit the Show button and hit N to go back, or you can just hit your spacebar and click your spacebar again to go back. Now say you move this text and you're like, whoa, I didn't want to do that. Well, you can either hit Control Z and it'll move it back, or you can hit one of these buttons at the top and it will also undo that. You saw while I was doing it that it auto saves. If you want to save yourself, you can just click Save at the top here and it will save. But Prezi is nice and randomly auto saves while you're working. I'll now show you how to create a path. A path shows you what order your presentation is going to go in. To find the path, you just click on the Path button over here on the menu. To start choosing, make sure the 1, 2 little arrow Add is highlighted, and then you can just choose things from your Prezi, and it'll add them to the path at the bottom. You'll also see a little number 1 shows up showing you that this is the first frame of your path. You just keep clicking and more things will be added to your path. If there's something that you don't want in your path and you accidentally clicked on it, you can just drag and that will disappear. If you decided that you should have left that in, you can just click on this little empty circle and add it again. For example, I probably should have added this arrow before this text here. And that's how you do a path. And to see if your path is working how you want it to, you need to click the spacebar or click the Show button on the right side of your screen. You need to click the left and right arrow keys on your keyboard, or click the arrows here on the right side of the screen to see the next part of your Prezi. You continue clicking, it brings you through all the different parts of your Prezi. If you have a video and you click to it, it will begin playing as soon as you reach it. Now to go back to the beginning of your Prezi, you just hold down this back arrow and click on the button that pops up. You can watch it in full screen if you want as well. To get to the full screen, you can just hit Escape and it'll go back to the editing mode. If you're not in full screen and you want to go back to the editing mode, you can just hit End. And that's the basics of how to use Prezi. Now when you're done with your Prezi, just make sure that it's saved and hit Exit. This will take you back to your Prezi on the main Prezi page. You can view your Prezi here by hitting play, and it will follow through the same steps that it did when you were viewing it. There are more options to watch it in full screen or to even autoplay. Now if you want to edit your Prezi again, you can just hit Edit Prezi. You can download your Prezi, or you can click View Together to get a link that you can share your Prezi with other people. You just copy the link and send it to the person that you want to view. To view all of your Prezis again, you just go back to the Your Prezi tab. If there's more technical things that you want to learn about Prezi, just click on the Learn tab, and there are videos and advice that will show you more things about Prezi. There's also a community. You can join them on Facebook or on Twitter, and there's also a support section if you have any questions. I hope you found this basic tutorial on how to use Prezi, the Zooming presentation editor, helpful. Thank you for watching.